For today's video, I'm going to teach you how to answer the question shown here. I invite you to pause the video right now and try this question on your own first, then hit play and I'll show you how to do it. Ionization energy is the amount of energy required to remove an electron from an atom. And as it turns out, it actually does take energy to remove an electron from an atom, even from elements that want to lose electrons, such as the elements that are all the way over on the left-hand side of the periodic table. And by way of reminder, if you care, this chart shows you the general trend of ionization energy. It gets increasingly large as you go up and to the right. Now, if I'm given a series of ionization energies, how to identify the element that connects to the ionization energies? The answer is really simple, but requires me to use an example. Let's take a look at sodium. You see that sodium is in column 1 of the periodic table, which means that it wants to lose 1 electron. In order to remove that first electron, it's going to take some energy. Now, once sodium has lost 1 electron, it's now isoelectronic with neon. That is, it feels like a noble gas, which is, of course, the goal destination of all elements. They want to buy, sell, or steal, or share electrons to feel noble. Once you get to that point, though, is it going to be easy to remove a second electron from sodium? No, it's not, which means that the second ionization energy for sodium, the amount of energy required to remove a second electron, is going to be vastly larger than the first. By analogy, for magnesium, which is in column 2 of the periodic table, it's going to require an amount of energy to remove electron 1 and then electron 2, but by that point, you've got magnesium 2 plus cation that now feels also like neon. Now, once magnesium is at that state, is it going to be easy to remove a third electron? No, because magnesium now feels noble, having lost 2 electrons. So removing that third electron is going to require way more energy than electrons 1 and 2. So if you're given a series of energy values like this and asked to pick out your element, all you have to do is figure out where the huge gap is. So removing first electron for whichever element this is takes 578 kilojoules per mole. Then it goes to 1820 for electron number 2, then 2745 for electron number 3, and then 11,578 for electron number 4. Now what that means is that whatever this element is, it is reasonably easy to remove electrons 1, 2, and 3, but electron 4 is really, really hard, comparatively speaking. So what does that tell us about the element? It tells us the element must be one that feels like a noble gas when it loses 3 electrons. Taking away that 4th electron kneecaps it from that noble gas status. So from our multiple choice lineup, all we have to do is identify the element or elements that feel like noble gases when they lose 3 electrons. In other words, this is going to be an element that's in column 3A of the periodic table, an element that feels like a noble gas when it has a +3 charge. Looking at this lineup, you can see that the only one of these that fits that description is option C, aluminum.